Hi Cancer, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your general messages for the next 2 weeks, so let's get straight into it. First card you got is Breathe, but it came out in the reverse, so I'm going to read the protection message. So it says here, inertia, laziness and apathy are signs of not of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise, move out of your head and into your body and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. So it's time to maybe get out and about, get out of your daily routine, stop kind of, staying in the house or taking that extra half an hour in bed or, what is it that you need to do that's really getting yourself out and about. It might even be just saying, just go for a walk, just clear that headspace, get into nature and take a deep breath. And then we have the full moon in Aquarius, and it says, show the world the real you. And it says here, this card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. A friend needs you. Be there for them. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. So I do see, firstly, that this is, it could be a situation of the one that stood out for me there is don't lose the beauty and romance of life with this, this Breathe card being in the reverse. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Soul, that animation, I think it's Pixar animation. And it's, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's really good. But it kind of just shows you of we get so caught up in, work and stress and, getting the train to work or to school or whatever it is, and coming home and making sure you do your chores, and then this has to be done and all your responsibilities and, all of that stuff, that sometimes it's it gets too much, that you get into this routine of this lifeless self that's just like a robot that does the same thing over and over again. And I feel like it's kind of telling you to not get into that rut and pull yourself out of it if you are in there trying to kind of show yourself that there is still beauty in this world. And all you need to do is just take a minute to kind of look up and see it. But I also feel like, if there is someone who needs you right now, now's the time for you to kind of show them who you really are. You're not super detached, you are a very loving person with your sign. Cancer is very loving, but I was getting a kind of message while I was shuffling your cards, and for some reason the same sentence was coming out. It was like, this is the perfect time for you to kind of showcase who you really are in your heart. So that's maybe a message for someone. And then we have Porcupine Spirit, and it says time for beginner mind. So it says here, when Porcupine Spirit calls your name, you're being asked to adopt a beginner's mindset and approach situations with innocence and curiosity. The old conforming stories no longer have a hold on you. Life is full of surprises hiding in plain sight, which is literally what I was just saying. You just need to look up. Looking at the world afresh with new eyes can help you find whatever you've been seeking, whether it is a relationship, an opportunity, or evidence that you have all you need right now to co-create what you desire. Who knew? Porcupine asks you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. There's so much waiting for you that you have yet to discover. So it basically is, that's exactly what I was kind of saying. It's like, maybe you just feel like, oh, same beep, different day. Sorry, I don't know if I can swear on here. But I'll just say it's same shit, different day, basically. So I feel like maybe you feel that way in your day-to-day life, and it's time to kind of just look at things from a fresh perspective and really, like it says, take that beginner's mindset. I really like that. Okay, So let's see for Cancer. So I want to see what are the messages for Cancer, what's coming in. That's the Temperance card coming out there, which is Sagittarius energy and Archangel Michael. Putting it back in, but I'm taking note of that. Your energy try to come out there too, Cancerian, with the Chariot. Okay, so let's see. I feel like the Temperance card is telling you to bring balance back into your life and like not overindulge in only the bad things in life, and really kind of take it slow and see what comes out of your life. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Four of Swords, we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck then we have the Empress. So we have Taurus and Libra energy over here. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's Jupiter energy, which I do connect with Sagittarius, and the Temperance card that came out is also Sagittarius. So there could be a message there about something about divine timing or, you know, change or something like that. But the Empress here is about, you know, being able to kind of birth your ideas into life, like really getting into that kind of feminine energy of like open heart, you know, receiving what is available to you, like just being open and receptive to the energies around you, being caring and loving and, you know, that type of energy, and nurturing not only to other people but even to yourself as well. And the Empress is very closely connected with nature, so I do feel like maybe the advice that I do need to give you is like really, like, if you can, if there's like a forest nearby or something, try and go for a walk in the forest, touch a tree with your palm. Like, I know it sounds so weird, but just do it. And it kind of maybe will ground you and connect you back into, you know, realizing that there's more to life. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much what the Empress is. Then we do have the Two of Pentacles. So I see you just juggling a lot at this time. Like, there's so much going on in your life that, you know, you don't really have the time to just focus on one thing, or to kind of, you know, when I'm telling you, oh, just take a walk in the forest or breathe, or, you know, stop being lazy. You're like, well, I don't have the time to do all this stuff. When do you expect me to find the time? So that's the type of energy that I'm getting. But I also see that it is your decision whether you, you know, you can decide to make the time for this and kind of realign your priorities, even if it is going to be a bit hectic. Like, I do see that you can do that, but it's a decision that you need to make. So with the Four of Swords here, this is, you know, in your work as well as your career, your business, that type of thing. So it could be that things are quite slow at the moment at work. Also maybe that you're like, this is a message that you're needing to take like a well-deserved break, and take some time to actually rest and rejuvenate so that you can regain your energy. I feel like maybe you're burnt out from work and it's making you, you know, lazy in some way. Not even like lazy is not the word I'm looking for. It's that kind of lack of motivation for anything. And I feel like that's kind of telling you that you need to kind of give yourself the rest that you need so that you can actually regain your energy and your strength to kind of come back out kicking and fighting once you've rested. And then we do have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles, and it could also even be a mental break, by the way. The Nine of Pentacles is in your connections and relationships, platonic and romantic, as well as your emotions and feelings. So I do see you feeling kind of, you know, very independent, satisfied with where you are at, you know, not only in, like, mostly with yourself. I see you being quite independent these next 2 weeks, and being able to kind of really kind of enjoy your own time, like let your hair down a bit, rest on your laurels, like not put in so much hard work but still reap the benefits, you know. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is in, you know, your thoughts. So you are thinking about bringing some sort of change into your life. Like, you do want this change, and you're thinking about maybe, you know, what your destiny is and where you should be going to, or what fate has in store for you. And it's kind of like maybe you needing to realize that maybe that's why you need to reconnect, and why I was saying, like, you know, ground yourself by putting your palm against a tree in a forest, like just listening to the sounds of what's around you, the leaves and the birds, and that type of thing, because that's something that might bring you back into a realization that you are actually connected with the whole world, and just grounding yourself into realizing that you actually can create your own destiny, but you do need to be the one to bring in the change. So the Three of Pentacles then is it's basically in the space of your goals and your desires. And the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. It's about collaboration. It's about really kind of working with someone closely to build something important. And not only just to build something, that's what it is and then it's done. It's kind of really like where you actually, you might be bringing in some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Not like pros, but like you might have, for example, your traits, for example, you might be more creative, where someone else might be more kind of like practical, and then the two of you coming together, like you'll value their practicality because that's something you might lack, and vice versa. They will really appreciate your creativity because they just have that logical brain and can't think of things like that. So I do see you working as a team and really collaborating with someone and putting your best foot forward and being happy with where you're at there. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So the end goal here is that at the end of the 2 weeks, you are going to reach some sort of, you might have money coming into you. But not only that, it's kind of like, being very stable, being connected, maybe even you bringing stability for your family at this time, or that maybe the more you put into yourself and the more work you give yourself, or like as in work as in internal work, not as in external work, because it seems like that needs a bit of a break, but there is some sort of thing that you need to get out of. I feel like it's not got to do with work. I feel like the laziness has not got to do with work. I feel like you actually need to rest from work and you need to do things that are more fun and living in the moment. And that's going to bring you some sort of stability back into your life and happiness and, possibly even commitment of some sort. So let's move on. Oh no, sorry, not that yet. Let's get some clarifiers for you, Cancer. Okay, so let's see, what is the Two of Pentacles? We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like you're just in a place of lack at the moment. Like you feel like you're juggling too much, but where's your money? Like I'm putting so much effort into work and into life and to everything, and I'm constantly broke. Like, how is this possible? But also it's, about stability. Like I just don't have the time, energy, the effort to be able to give to something right now. It's not something that's on my plate, and it's like, but the only way to kind of ground yourself and bring stability into your life is to really kind of reprioritize. You need to kind of move from a very difficult time. If things have been chaotic lately, it's time to kind of, move onto a more peaceful time in your life or peaceful place. And I feel like that is within your mental state that you need to get this way. So what is the Four of Swords? We have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so like you are going to kind of need the energy, because what's coming up is basically something fun and exciting, movement. You're going to get your passion back. You're going to be driven again, like excited towards this path, and movement forward within your job or your career and that type of thing. But you just need to take a break so that you can actually regain your happiness in some way. It could bring happiness for even, your family, your whole family might be moving, but maybe it's like, you're leaving something behind or taking a break from something before moving towards something new that's bringing you happiness. But I just feel like it is, the main message here is it's time to kind of rest so that you can gain your energy, because you're going to need it very soon for something that you'll be very passionate about and will bring you ultimate happiness, for not only for you but for people around you too. So what's the Nine of Pentacles? We have the Sun. So yeah, there's definitely going to be happiness in yourself, next week, and very kind of independent energy, like I was saying. But also, you might be communicating to someone and bringing some sort of clarity to the situation that you are really, like, just wanting to kind of get yourself back on track and have a fun life without having to stress, you know. It's a Two of Wands. I feel like, you know, you're planning this, or you're trying to kind of make a decision of how it is, you know, how you can actually bring this independence and this happiness to your life, so that you're not so worried about money all the time. So what is the Wheel of Fortune? We have the Death card in the reverse. So basically, you're thinking about bringing change into your life. You want to bring change into your life. This is Scorpio energy. Also, we have Leo energy and Sagittarius, and then Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn again. But with the Death card in the reverse, it's like you want to bring the change into your life. You want to kind of transform your whole life and maybe end a situation, but it's kind of you're resisting this because maybe you're scared of change, or you fear like something, you know, the worst can happen if you do that. But I do see the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. This is Pisces energy, and this is about you needing to kind of really trust your gut and trust your instincts as to what the next step is. You know that the change is needed, but you're resisting it for some reason, and you have to actually get back into this receiving mode and not resist the change. So what is the Three of Pentacles? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So if you've been having any like difficult times financially or emotionally as well, you know, feeling like very kind of lack mentality and nothing's working and nothing I ever do will get me out of this, or that type of energy, basically by you working with someone else, you're actually going to kind of come out of that energy and you'll be positive again. And like I said, you're going to feel valued where you're at now with whatever team you're working on or someone you're working with at the moment. We have the Ace of Cups. It could even lead to a new friendship or possibly even a new romance. But if not, if this has got to do with work, it's like just about, you know, you and your colleagues are just having a very good time at the moment. Like you're working well together, you're, you know, feeling connected to them, and you're feeling like you actually have, you know, genuine love for your colleagues at this time, like, you know, happiness with them. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. What is this? We have the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So basically, there is some sort of abundance coming into your life, right? But I feel like you could be feeling like people are, you know, like the only way to get to abundance or the only way to get to prosperity is to kind of cheat and lie or mess someone over or step on someone else's head or even step on someone else's toes or something like that to get places, to get to that Ten of Pentacles, to have that abundance and commitment and all of that stuff. But actually, that's not the case. What you need to do is you actually need to just get into this kind of childlike wonder with the Six of Cups here. You know, and look back at the past and be like, what used to make me happy? Like when you were younger, when you were a kid, you felt abundant. You didn't even worry about money or the stresses of reality or practicality or responsibilities or anything like that. You know, you were just kind of, you know, what was making you happy in that moment, and that's what brought you abundance and happiness. And I feel like that's probably the message here, is that you need to kind of look back to your past self. Maybe there's some sort of inner child work that you need to heal here about, you know, how you've constantly got to fight for what you want, and that's actually not the case at all. So let's see, for Cancer, we're moving on to your love reading now, Cancer. So this could have all been about love, but this is now specifically about love. Okay, so how does Cancer feel about their person for the next 2 weeks? We have broken, shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. So you could be feeling like, you know, you could be feeling like someone's really hurt you, and it's very difficult to kind of maybe feel like this is a very selfish person, and like it's difficult to get back on track in some way. But you do want a new beginning with them. You want to try again. You know, you want a new direction between the two of you. And to kind of start over. But it could also be that, you know, you could be feeling like that there's something that your person is going through right now, that you feel like that's something that is heartbreaking, and that you need to kind of try and distract them in some way and get them on some sort of new path to try and help them get past this. So if you are in a connection, obviously. So how does Cancer's person feel about Cancer for the next 2 weeks? Okay, we have escaping, avoiding, blocking, and pushing away. So yeah, your person is either, you know, like is trying to escape from like reality at this time. Like I said, if they are like in some sort of heartbroken energy, they could be like pushing you away, like not wanting your help or something like that. But I also just feel like if this is someone that you're apart from right now, you know, they could actually have you blocked and not be wanting to have a conversation with you, or like avoiding that conversation at all costs. But we do have divine masculine, yang masculine energy, so they could be in that like runner type of energy at the moment. If you aren't together, otherwise it's kind of like, you know, that I know it says divine masculine, but what I'm more getting is that like toxic masculinity, where it's like, I don't need any help, I don't need to talk about my emotions, I'm a man, you know, I don't have to, you know, speak about this stuff, feelings for who, you know, like it's that type of energy that I'm kind of picking up on. And that might make you feel like that you're upset because you're like wanting to kind of get to a place of just talking things through. So what's the outcome for Cancer and the person? We have family, fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. So you guys, and then finality, farewells, leave behind, and closure. So I feel like basically this is a very specific message, but it might be someone having to kind of say goodbye to a family member of some sort. But it could also be that, you know, this is, you know, that you would basically, you see this person as family, and it's kind of like trying to kind of leave that behind and get the closure that you need to move past that in some way, but still feeling very connected because you've built a foundation with this person. So let's see for Cancer, what's coming in here. So what's coming in for Cancer's love life over the next 2 weeks? That is way too many cards. Okay, so first we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, which I did see that, you know, I feel like you're very focused on money at the moment. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So there might be some time that you should kind of take some time off, maybe from work, to spend together. And then let's see what else. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I just feel like maybe you're feeling unloved at this time. Not sure if you're, you know, if this person is even attracted to you right now. Maybe that's a worry of yours, because we do have at the bottom of the deck chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So I do see that this person does have a lot of attraction for you, but for some reason you feel like that's not the case, because why would they reject you if they're attracted to you? Or if they love you, why would they reject you, you know? And I just see like it might just be a financial thing, or just not someone who's not very focused on commitment at this time. So let's see. So this is messages from your person that I'm going to get for you, Cancer, but it is usually for people in separation, so please only take what resonates. Okay, so we have I'm becoming a better person, and we have I wonder if you are happy without me. Let's get one more. Okay, that's way too many, so I'm going to put them all back. Just one, please. We have, I wish I could share my good news with you. Bottom of the deck, then we have the timing just wasn't right for us. So Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope it resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. I really would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I will see you guys again either next week for your love reading or the following week again for your general messages. Take care.